Hello friends, welcome back to our lectures Machine Drawing. I am Mr. G.V. Pujari, working as an assistant professor in Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. We have started our chapter sectional view. We have seen the full section, half section, partial section, offset section, revolved section, removed section, auxiliary section. Today we are going to see in today's lecture about the guidelines for hatching, examples on some about the guidelines hatching. So students, we are going to start to discuss about the guidelines for hatching. So first is a material which has been cut by the cutting plane is hatched. In hatching, whenever we are going to cut or we are going to take a cutting plane, that time those material are actually going to cut at that area only we are going to hatch. Second, a sectional view must not have any full lines drawn over hatched areas. So where there is a hatched area, at that area we are not going to draw a lines. Okay, so it's very much important. Again, as a general rule, dimensions are not inserted in hatched areas. So it's the third most important thing, guideline. So dimensions are not inserted in hatched area, means where the hatched area inside the area we are not going to put dimension. The dimension must be outside the hatched areas. Then fourth one is hatching is never bounded by hidden line. So whatever the boundary you are going to draw about the product, that never be hidden line. The lines must be always continuous line. Then the fifth one is conventional practice such as not showing hatching on ribs and waves help makes section easier to interpret correctly. So whatever the ribs and wave section we are not going to hatch. So this is a practice of interpretation, okay, so that we can easily identify this ribs area, waves area. So whatever we have discussed these points, we are going to see with some examples in next slide. Okay, first of all thing we are going to see the dimension technique. So how we are going to show the dimension? So here this is a full sectional view. For full sectional view we can show the dimension here outside. We are not going to show the dimension inside the hatch area. Okay, the dimension must be outside, that must not be in a hatch area. Then next, for half section view, for half section view what have to do? In half section view we have only shown the section halfly. Okay, so here whatever the dimension we are going to show, that must be in a half area. Okay, because already we have taken the half section, so we are going to show whatever the dimension for this half section in half area with single arrow. See here we have used here double arrow, and for half section we are required to use a single arrow. So this is a technique, dimension technique, for while we are doing hatching, when we are doing a sectioning, full section view and half section view. Next, the section lining. So already we have learned about the full section view, half section view, removed section. So whenever we are going to take cutting plane, that time whatever the area, those are taken a cut. Okay, so where actually our cutting plane touch to material, that material only we are going to hatch. Okay, so this hatching area means actually here we have taken the cut. Okay, so it is a most important guideline. So whenever you are drawing the hatching line, that time you require to keep in your mind which area we have taken a cut. Okay, and those areas are not touched by cutting plane, that we are going to keep as it is. So like this is a hole here, our cutting plane is not touched, that we have kept as it is. So this is a for section lining. Next one, This is very much important slide. So there are having so many different kind of materials available in industry. Okay, so while we are doing a sectioning or while we are doing a hatching, what kind of patterns we are going to use, that is we have shown on this slide. So first of all, this is cast iron. When you are using a cast iron material and you want to take a section, then hatching pattern must be like this. Okay, for cast iron. Then second one, this is for babite material. Okay, whenever there is a babite material, we are going to use such kind of cross pattern for hatching. Okay, then this pattern is we are going to use for brass material. When we are going to take a section of brass material, we are going to take this kind of hatching pattern. Then next one is a cast steel. So whenever we are going to take sections for cast steel material, we are going to use hatching pattern for this cast steel like this. Then next one is the wrought iron. So whenever there is a wrought iron material, that time whatever the section we are going to take, we are going to take this kind of hatching pattern for this material. The next one is copper. If there is a having copper material, we require to use this kind of pattern for hatching. Then wrought steel. If we are having a material wrought steel, then we are going to use this kind of hatching pattern. The next one is a face. So next one is a face hardened steel. Okay, so if there is a having such kind of face hardened steel, then we are going to use this kind of material for hardened steel. The next one is a leather. If the material is like a leather material, then we are going to use the pattern for hatching is this one. Okay, the next one is glass. If the material is a glass, then we are going to use for hatching this kind of pattern we are going to use for glass material. Then next one is the liquid. If we are having a liquid type of material, then we are going to use such kind of hatching pattern. The next one is the insulator material. The next one is the insulator material. Okay, if there is a insulator material, then we are going to use hatching pattern is like this. Okay, so this is very much important thing we require to keep in mind. While different materials are available there, on the basis of this we require to use different kind of patterns for hatching. Next slide is important according to hatching of two adjacent part. If there are two parts, those are we have done the assembly or those are in one component, then if you have taken a section of such parts, then we require to use different kind of pattern for hatching. So see here, this is one angle and this is a different angle. This different direction, these directions are different. Okay, so such kind of different directions we require to show while the hatching two adjacent parts. If there are two parts, because we want to identify the two different parts. If we use the same pattern hatching for both the parts, it is very difficult to understand which one is a different area. Okay, so for identifying the different parts, we are going to use a different hatching pattern. So next one, this slide already we have learned. Again, for review purpose, I have added in this guideline, because guidelines for purpose is very much important thing and very much important this slide. So in this we have taken here cutting plane, and then we want to section. This is a full sectional view. We will remove this whatever the half part, and then we are going to see how it looks from this side, because this shows the direction for view. So this is a correct method for hatching. Okay, here this is hole we have kept as it is, here this is hole we have kept as it is, and whatever the material which have cut by our plane, we have done the hatching. Here we have done the hatching, here we have done the hatching, here we have done the hatching, here we have done the hatching. So material where actually we have taken the cut, that we have hatching done. So this is the correct method. These methods are wrong method. Why these methods are wrong method? Because in the first, if you see here, material component is single component, but we are used a different angle. This angle and this angle is direction is different one. Okay, this angle is different direction and this line is at different direction. So directions are different. So it is a wrong thing. When component is single, hatching pattern must be in a one direction. It may be like this here, or maybe this like here. So direction must be in a only one line. The next one, why this is wrong one? The inside hole is shown by dotted line. Okay, and as per our rule, we require to take a continuous line or full line. Okay, so dotted line shown here means it is a wrong thing. Here also shown the dotted lines, so it means it is a wrong thing. Okay, as per our rule, it must be a continuous one. And this fourth one is also wrong one, because why? Here see, the continuous lines are missing here. The lines here, 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 the lines are missing here. The continuous lines are missing here. It means that whatever the drawn we have view this one is wrong thing. Okay, so like this, as compared with this fourth one, this fifth one is the right one. Okay, so that's why this is the correct method. Again, this slide also we have learned in earlier, but again for review purpose I have added this slide here. So whenever you are doing a hatching, cross hatching, this is the correct method. This is wrong, this is wrong. Why this is wrong? Actually we have taken here 45-degree angle. Okay, you can take also 30-degree angle, and also you can able to take a 60-degree angle. Which one is preferable? Because sometimes there are different components are there. That time you require to show different components by different hatching pattern. So that time you can use different type of angle. You can use a 45-degree angle, you can use 30-degree angle, also you can use 60-degree angle. Okay, so any one angle can be you can use. Here if you see, this is wrong way, because this one is a parallel with outer lines. This is with parallel lines. This is we have created this parallel lines with outer lines. So it must not be a parallel. That's why it's wrong. This is wrong because it is a perpendicular. It must not be a perpendicular. The angle must be in between, like 45 degrees, 60 or 30. Okay, and this is angle is shown 90 degree, or this is perpendicular. So that's why this is wrong method. So these two things are wrong and one is a correct method. Okay, so like this, whenever you want to do hatching for any component, we require to prefer this one. Angle must be 45 degree or maybe 30 degree or 60 degree. Next, this slide also we have shown earlier, but again for review purpose I have added here ribs. So we are never do hatching to ribs. Okay, so here whatever the hatching done for ribs, it is a wrong thing. In anywhere, any component, if there is a rib in your component, and if you have taken a section plane, and if the section plane is passing through these ribs, what we require to do, we require to keep as it is a different way. Okay, we never do hatching to our rib, we require to keep aside. So here we have shown the hatching, but it is a wrong thing. So always your rib must be as it is, you require to keep. Okay, if you do hatching, it is a wrong way. Okay, so this is a only you require to keep in mind. If there is a having a hatching, always we require to keep in mind whether there is a rib is present. If there is a rib, we never do the hatching. Next one is the spokes. So here if you see in this, these are the spokes. Okay, if there are spokes are present, and if we have taken the section of spoke, we also have not going to do hatching for spoke. Here the hatching for spoke have done. Okay, this is spoke, and here hatching is done. So this is wrong method and this is right method. So when there is a rib, when there is spoke, we never hatch. Again, the next important thing is assembly section. So view shows how the parts fit together. So actually assembly is important. Assembly drawing, why we are using, by referring this assembly drawing we are going to know that how many numbers of parts are present inside that. Okay, so whenever we are taking a cut section of assembly, that time we can be able to understand how many numbers of parts and they are having interrelation. Okay, because interrelation will not be seen from outside. When we will take a cut section, that time we are able to see the interrelation between the two parts. So that is the important thing. So that's why assembly section is very much important. In assembly sectioning, what we are doing, we are giving or we are allotting numbers to every part. Every part we have given the different numbers. So this is like here given 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, 4th number, and here also given 8. So like this we are going to assign the numbers for this cut section. Again, whenever we are going to do hatching, then we require to do hatching like this, so that the hatching pattern must be different for every part. Okay, so hatching pattern is different means how, what is reason behind this? Whenever if you do hatching pattern is same for every part, it is difficult to identify the different parts. Okay, because in assembly there are maybe number of parts, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 number of components are there present inside the assembly. So if you want to identify the numbers differently, is the 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, 4 number, 5 number, then for that purpose we require to do hatching pattern must be at different level. Okay, the angle must be required to change, or the direction. Here see, we have here we have direction, we have change here, and here we have direction change. Okay, so that it is easily identified the different components. Again, one more thing important is when there are bolts, nuts, these are the standard components. So these standard components are never hatched. So here this is our nut. Okay, so like nut bolts if are present into your cut section, that parts are never we are going to hatch. That is the most important thing. So always keep in mind, if there is in your assembly some standard parts like nut bolts are present, and if you, our whatever the cutting plane is going to pass through this plane, okay, our cutting plane is going to pass through this nut and bolt, and if we require to show on this assembly cutting section, that time what required to do, that time keep as it is nut and bolt. This is a rule for assembly section. Okay, so this is the important thing we require to learn for assembly section. So here one more example is given for assembly. Here if you observe, here are present 3 number of components. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3 number of components. If you observe that 3 types of hatching pattern we have used here. If you observe here, this is one pattern for hatching, then this is second pattern for hatching, and this is third pattern for hatching. Because we have used 3 different patterns for hatching, how it is useful for us, just when you are observing this, when you are seeing this component, easily you are able to identify that this is a different component, this is a different component, and this is a different component. So the purpose behind this, whatever we are hatching differently, is the main thing. We can get identified the parts, whatever the different parts are present, that must be easily. So okay, so that is the most important thing, whatever things we have done. So while you are doing the assembly, that time you require to keep in your mind how many number of components we are present inside your component, that we require to numbers, like as previous slide we have shown here 1, 2, 3, 4, like we are going to numbers. Then if standard components like nut bolts are present inside your assembly, then we require to keep as it is. Nut bolts are never or we are going to hatch. This is one thing. And as per rules, if the number of components are more, we require to hatch at different patterns. Okay, so only these things required to keep in your mind. So thank you very much for listening carefully this lecture. I am very thankful everyone for listening carefully, and for next lecture I am again coming with different section of machine drawing. Thank you very much.